Shalom, Israel. It's your boy New Breed coming through with another video. In this particular video, I wanted to talk about spiritual blindness. That's right, spiritual blindness. It's something that the mass majority of people suffer from, and they don't even realize that it's an ailment or a hindrance. And I wanted to speak about this because this is something we all need to draw some awareness towards. There's a lot of people out here walking this earth that don't have their spiritual eyes on. And that's a real issue living in this day and time. And we're living in tumultuous times. You got the spread of the coronavirus. You got all kinds of things happening in the media. The mortality rate for celebrities is sky high, which that shows something in the spiritual realm as well. You just got a lot taking place. And the crazy part about it all is really we're just hitting the tip of the iceberg. Like, we're just seeing the beginning of woes. And it is important more than ever to be seeing things from a spiritual vantage point. Y'all know on this channel, we often speak about the spiritual realm. And a lot of people believe that they're spiritual. But there's a certain level of blindness. There's a blind spot. There's something that we're not overall seeing here. And it's because, this current culture has done irreparable damage to us all when it comes to the programming that's been put in place. Everything from early childhood development stages, we've been hit with a barrage of carnalities. We've been hit with hidden messages, hidden agendas. And it's been in our cartoons since birth. And it's trained us to indulge in carnalities. It taught us to be fleshly beings. It taught us not to really look at the spiritual realm. And once upon a time, in days of old, back in the ancient days, things were a lot more spiritual. Like, you got to understand, you got to imagine a world with no high-rise buildings. Imagine a world where there's no skyliners, not a bunch of lights, nothing. People were more in tune with themselves. People were more in tune with fasting, going out into nature, speaking with the Creator, and just, really meditating on the Word, and just, focusing on spiritual matters. People held them to higher regards back in the times where it wasn't as much technology. And I want to talk about this because a lot of people lack depth in this day and age. They lack depth, but they've been deceived to believe that they have depth. And I got to speak on that. So you got a lot of people out here who believe that their success and their finances, where they made it in life, they believe that that's what makes them quote unquote rich. That's what makes them successful. That's what makes them whole. And, they completely ignore the fact that they're truly not happy. I see a lot of people with happy faces with sad eyes. I see that a whole lot. I see smiles with sad eyes walking around all the time. I can see them clear as day. And it's because people believe that their situations dictate who they are spiritually. They believe that where they're at in life, how much money they've made, what kind of home they have, whatever type of wealth they accumulated, what they're doing, how successful they are dictates their status. And in the spiritual realm, nothing really matters. It doesn't matter where you at. It doesn't matter where you've made it. Truthfully speaking, the only thing that matters is your true peace and happiness, true joy, true peace within yourself, and being able to find that tranquility. And there's a difference between being happy and having joy. See, you can have happiness temporary, I mean, happiness is an emotion that comes and it goes. Joy, on the other hand, is contentment. No matter what your emotions are at that current stage, you know that you're heading in the right direction. You know that you've made it to a certain point in your life where you're awakened or you're awakening. And due to the Creator, you can literally feel the presence of the Creator and that you have made it to the right track, that you're walking the right path. And that causes joy because, anybody doing what they're supposed to do out of life, what their purpose is, will bring you joy. It will edify you continually. And a lot of people find it difficult to walk their path and purpose because they do things for just money, financial gain. The thing is about it, whatever you're doing for the Most High, God, the Creator, what He brung you here to do, your purpose, you walk, everything that's needed, He's going to bring that to you in order to do His work. It's going to be added unto you in the process. And you'll gain an understanding of what these possessions mean. You'll gain an understanding on what these things mean, what you're supposed to do. Because it's not about finances, it's not about money. It's about doing the work that you were sent here to do and finding real joy within yourself. A lot of these celebrities, they do deals with the devil, man, and they're not happy in their situation. And a lot of the times they're committing suicide. A lot of the times they hooked on antidepressants. And it's because they done it for the money. You understand? And they compromise their spirits. And most people can do this. And this is not just celebrities. People do it all the time. People compromise who they are for financial gain all the time. And, you can see it clear as day. And one part of them feels happy that they made success and got a certain place in life. And then another part of them is not fulfilled. Another part of them is spiritually blind. And a lot of the times when you accept things and do things that you're not supposed to be doing in life, what'll end up happening is you'll have blind spots. Things that you used to be able to see spiritually, the Most High take those things from you. And you'll lose. You'll basically forget. You won't remember the spiritual things you used to see. You won't dream anymore. You won't have an idea where you're headed. You won't have that fulfillment. You won't have that sense of direction, peace. It'll be solely based on what you compromise for. And now you're spiritually blind. Now you can't see what's taking place in front of you. Now you lost your heightened sense of reality. And now you're plugged in with the matrix. And you're just a victim to this system. And that's not what you want to be. You want to be free-flowing. You want to be free-spirited, free-minded. And once you can get to that level spiritually, the Most High God, the Creator, He can move you to wherever He needs to move you. He can use you. You can be utilized. But you can't be utilized as long as you're going to be compromising. As long as you holding on to all these inhibitions that lead you nowhere, you'll never find joy. You'll never walk your purpose. And life is too short for that. There's a lot of people with regret. And you don't want to be one of those people. You want to be that person that said, hey, I took chances. I did what I was supposed to do out of life. And now listen, when it comes to taking chances, as long as you have faith in the Most High, the Creator, you have nothing to fear. Sometimes you have to put yourself out there. And, one person's idea of taking a chance may be different from the next, but you got to make yourself available for the Most High to use you. If you're holding on to everything of this world, how can He allow you to see spiritually? How can the veil be lifted? And I know it's balance to it all. We all have to work. We all have to do what we got to do to provide for our families. We all have to pay bills. I understand that. But the Most High, the Creator, is the one who adds everything to you. You wouldn't have that job if it wasn't for the Creator. You wouldn't have a home if it wasn't for the Creator. Just don't allow those things to dictate who you are spiritually. You know, you got people out here who treat total strangers better than their own family. You know, they'll treat a total stranger better than their own family. And because they're blessed, because they have things, because they've been successful, then, you know, they feel like they're right about everything, that they're in a higher place, that they're more spiritually in depth, that they're on a different level or a different ecology than you are. When the truth be told, they're not, you know. It's all about where you're at spiritually. And that's what I wanted to say. I wanted to talk about spiritual blindness and how that happens. Because you don't want to get caught blindsided. You know, when you're driving down this road of life, if you're not paying attention to your blind side, you can veer over and there's an accident. So, you know, you just want to be focused and have balance. So that's what I wanted to talk about in this video. Hopefully this helps somebody out and you're walking your journey. Pretty soon I'll be doing an interview, hopefully this evening sometime. I could be doing an interview with Amax the Facts. Amax with the Facts. He's a world traveler, and it's going to be a dope interview. I want y'all to stay tuned. I will announce the time on my community board once I touch bases with the brother. He's in Dubai right now, and, you know, it's like a 10, 11 hour difference between where I'm at. So, but we're going to work it out for y'all, and I look forward to building with y'all later on. If this video helped you, mash that thumbs up button, hit the subscribe button, share. Shalom and peace.